Simon Miller, WhatCulture Wrestling with my man, Brian Cage.
Who better?
Who better? I am going to ask you how you're doing. Obviously, you're dealing with a knee injury right now. How are you doing with all that kind of stuff?
Well, it does hurt. I'm not going to lie. It does hurt quite a bit all day, every minute of every hour. But we are out here. You know, it's a big week here in wrestling, and everyone's in my hometown. This is where I live now. So I had to come out and show face and just suck it up. You know, I'm a machine. That's why I was back in the gym right away. Had to hit the weights.
That's so inspiring, man. I'm not going to lie. I'm wearing a tank top next to you, which is the dumbest thing I've ever done. But I want to talk about it, though, because your dedication is inspiring. You've gone through knee surgery, and you're still out there, still flipping jack, bro.
You know, to play off that, too, there was a guy that came around earlier. I don't know what he was even doing here, because he knew who nobody was. He was like, oh, this is cool. And he marked out for being stopped and double took. Came over, put me, he goes, dude, I'm so sorry, I don't know anything about wrestling, I don't know who you are, but you're the most jacked guy I've seen here. Can I buy your t-shirt? Let me buy your photos.
Really?
Yeah.
There you go.
What was his name? My friend, was it Dan? I don't know, I told him to follow me, tag him, but he was actually a super cool dude, but he was over the moon for how in good a shape I was. And then he saw my knee, he was like, oh, and your knee's messed up? He was like, holy shit, man, you're still jacked.
But dude, that does, man, seriously, because obviously lots of people watch pro wrestling, and a lot of people get into going to the gym and fitness stuff because of pro wrestlers.
Sure.
So to see you go through that and still find a way to train, lift weights, even if it's just upper body stuff, that is going to teach them. It's mindset, it's dedication, it's consistency.
Oh, 1,000%. And that is so I posted the follow-up photo of my knee, and people were like, oh, because people weren't sure what happened to me. It wasn't really well advertised. I never liked announcing that I'm injured. And then when I saw the pictures and I realized how in depth that surgery actually was, and I was already back in the gym, I'm like, wait a minute, I don't think people really appreciate. I mean, I know how it feels, but let me post these pictures so maybe people can get
visual,
visual experience of maybe how I'm feeling. And if I'm still going to the gym, I'm every day and just getting it in, I'm like, exactly. What's your excuse then?
But also it's going to help when you're ready to come back. Because you don't have to start from ground zero. You can actually start, from wherever you may be at the time.
Yeah, 100% too. And it just, more than anything, being an athlete, a pro athlete in any sport, as we were talking too before we started recording, it's all about your mental game too. And that, for me, mentally, that was the best thing I could have done, was go to the gym. Because afterwards, it releases the endorphins and it gets you in a more of a positive outlook. So if I'm down on the dirt, and people have asked me here today at WrestleCon, oh, are you depressed? Are you down? Do you miss it? And that's not a way to be. It's not going to help you heal faster, and it's not great in your mindset. Whereas if I'm out there and I'm getting my mind off it, I'm having fun, I'm in the gym, it gets you in a positive mental, which I fully believe helps you heal faster too. This is that psychological effect. Oh yeah, that makes you feel better. You know what? Okay, it's going to be all right. We'll get through this. It's a life changer.
Absolutely. If your brain is saying get better, even if it's through a thought process, your body eventually is going to go, all right, yeah, I better get better. I think you're 100% right. I'm going to do what I did the last time we interviewed you, but again, I so rarely get to ask you about this, and I also think it's good for people. What's your diet like at the moment? What's going down? Calories, carbs, proteins, what we got going down?
So I went close to carnivore right after the surgery.
Did you post about that? I swear I saw you post about carnivore. I think so,
yes.
Yeah.
So I was like, all right, I don't really need much carbs because I'm not burning much energy. I'm not doing any cardio. I started... from the workout now, I started eating a little bit more carbs, but it's really mainly just protein. Even then, and I've still gotten 6 meals or so a day in, but I'm like, do I ever really need that much? Because again, calorie in to calorie out. I can eat a little bit less protein and still keep my size and muscularity because I'm not really expending a whole lot. So
and this is why I always talk to you about this. Look at the man. You don't understand how jacked he is to see him in person, but you have all the tips. It's not like you're doing anything crazy, just all the stuff everyone's heard before, but you're consistent with it and you understand it and you accept it.
It's like when anybody asks me for certain things, workout-wise, diet-wise, and I go, look, I'm not going to tell you anything you haven't heard. You're thinking I found the easier, more fun route to take. I go, it's the same thing. It's just about sticking to it. Consistency is the key. So, there's no magical fantasy way, but you either do it or you don't. Really.
That's why I always talk to you about it. Because I see you in interviews, no one ever asks you properly about it. So ask this man about protein content, please. We all talk about wrestling, though. Obviously, off the road at the moment. How's AEW been the last? Well, before you got injured, how was it? All good? Check it out, right?
Oh yeah, no, it's been going a lot great. And I feel like even backstage, at least for me, has felt super positive, super fun. I love, on a personal level too, I love Don Callis. I was glad to be back with cool. him. Being Lance, Lance actually has been wanting to team up with me since 21.
Really?
And then now we finally got a little team going. We had decent little momentum, and I wish we would have got to work the Hurt Syndicate. Obviously, that didn't happen, and now it's not going to happen with the knee injury. But But yeah, and we had, he has history with Shelton from New Japan. I'm undefeated against Lashley from Impact, so
there you go.
I was ready to bust up my own Steiner math. I was like, listen, Lashley, I know you don't have a degree in Steiner math, but I'll help you out. What's 0 minus 2? Like, oh, that's your record against me.
Nice, there it is.
I was ready. It was ready.
So, I love it. And I think you're qualified to answer this, because I think you're actually part of it coming back. I think that wrestling has finally gone full circle again, and sort of big guys just smashing together has become a variable form of wrestling. Because for a while it did become very, we'll go with flippy dippy doodah, that's the stupid term that I use. But now, I mean, even if it is the stupid meat chance, which I like, I think it's funny, but now it feels like both companies and fans are like, no, we want to see two big guys just smash into each other, I guess like it was sort of 20, 30 years ago or whatever.
Oh, no, and the meat chants have been super over. Yeah. And, okay, my one gripe about that, though, is like, so everybody likes to see the two big guys going at it, which, hey, I like it too, right? We were talking about my match in progress. But,
yeah, sure, big day, man.
But, so my one thing about that, too, but then you have the flippity-dippity doodah guys and the big guys when they wrestle. Well, then there should be bigger contrast.
I agree.
Between that. Like,
for sure.
Like if me and Will Hobbs can't knock each other down, we're clothesline each other, and the meat. Well, then when I clothesline little flippity doodah guy, he needs to do a lot of flippity doodahs out of my clothesline to make sense. Otherwise, like, what's the point?
Yeah, no, I agree with that for sure. And I like to think that's where it's going to head. But I guess you yourself, on occasion, can be a flippy dippy doodah guy.
Right? I do some flippity doos. I don't know if I do all the doodahs, but I got some flips. But I got muscles with my flips. I don't know. It's like when I'd be like, oh, I'm going to do this dive, whatever, trying to go, oh, so-and-so's doing that. I go, yeah, but he doesn't look like me. And I don't mean that as an insult. I just mean as like, it looks different then, because that guy might do a crazy better flip than me, but it also looks different when you're 270 pounds doing the flip, too, as well. Like,
are you legit 270?
No, at that time I was. No, right now. But
you were 270 then? Dude, you're a monster, man.
The biggest I've ever done was 272. That was right at the peak. There's the peak time with Impact where I was fucking, sorry, I'm dropping F-bombs.
That's all right, you're all good, man.
Where I was like really massive. And there's maybe somewhere in the middle of Lucha Underground, there's 2 times where I was like real heavy. I mean, I also like ripped up, but I was even feeling a little blown just because I had so much meat on my bones in the ring. Where I was like, fuck.
Well, people forget that, right? The more muscle you got, the more oxygen you need to get in your body. So like,
and especially if it's a lot of weight you've gained, your body's not used to it. So like I can remember like the first time I got up to 250, if I was only like 225 before, I'm like on the Stairmaster, like huffing and puffing, like, oh, wait a minute. It's like I have a 25-pound weight vest on.
Yeah, of course it is. Man. Actually, you mentioned the Stairmaster. I'm taking over the interview now because the last year, I used to be the idiot that did cross trainer. Oh, it doesn't hurt my joints very much. I switched to Stairmaster last year. It's got to be considered the top form of cardio, right? It really kicks my ass.
It's my favorite. It's the one I always do. We have everything in back of the house, but the Stairmaster is my main choice. And it's funny. It actually feels better on my knees, too.
I agree.
I think it's because it's revolving, so it's not as weight-bearing. But yeah, I mean, the calorie consumption you do on the Stairmaster and how much you sweat is so much more in such a little time. I'm like, it almost feels unpractical to do any other form of cardio. Like,
that's what it's got now. If I go to the gym in the morning, I'm a fasted cardio guy. I get it makes no difference. I just like doing it.
I know, same thing. I understand the science to it, but to me, it doesn't make a difference. Because whenever I've done due diligent, like consistent fasted cardio, I'm always getting my leanness. Like, I mean, it just is what it is. I don't know.
You have to find what works for you.
Yeah.
But anyway, so if I go there and the Stairmaster's taken, I now feel like I'm wasting my time doing the cross trainer, because I think the reason I like Stairmaster so much, it feels more like working out. You have to push yourself, you have to challenge yourself, and you have to get better at it. It's almost got progressive overload mentally to do it.
Oh, for sure. And like, have you ever done a hit on stairs?
I've started doing it. So after I work out, just 10 minutes, because I was too scared, just literally all out until it's impossible. Impossible.
It wrecks your legs. But at the same time, it feels almost like better. Like, I don't know. But it's a challenge. And I remember I was telling one of my clients way back in the day when I would always be prepping people. She goes, I understand why it's called the Stairmaster. Because when you're on it, it's your master, and you're its bitch. And I go, I guess it's a good way to look at it. Yeah.
No, but it's true.
Yeah, oh, for sure.
And I genuinely think in terms of all the cardio you can do, hit cardio on Stairmaster is as close to what it's like being in a ring, because you're just constant.
Hit cardio is the absolute best. I don't do a lot of hit cardio. I mean, I'll do it. I don't always do it, only because I can't watch stuff then. And that's almost always when I watch wrestling is when I do cardio. I go, oh, this is great. I can't wait to watch this tomorrow when I do cardio, because then it helps you escape and not realize the boredom and treachery of doing cardio.
Right.
If you're doing hit, it does help the time go faster. But then I'm like, oh, but then I can't watch anything. So.
I'm so happy I can tell you this story because now I understand. Do you know what my favorite cardio day of the week is? Tuesday morning, because over there I get to watch Raw. I wake up and watch Raw, and it's just so easy to forget what you're doing.
And I feel like wrestling's the because like I've tried to watch like movies and stuff while I do cardio, and it's not the same because you have to like fully pay attention to like the plot and this and that, and like
so easy,
I'm like I just want to watch the match, and then too. Like it'll be if I'm watching a full show, it'll also be testament because if the match is good, everything looks great. I don't know I'm doing cardio. I don't know how much time's gone by. It's amazing. When cardio kind of gets rough and I'm getting bored and tired, I'm like, maybe this match isn't so hot. Let's give it a couple double taps to speed it along here. So
it's so true. So I point out, I love the fact our interviews are always about cardio and eating, but just because people will ask, in a best case scenario, when they're going to see you back in the ring.
I would probably just say probably in the fall, to make a general area, probably sometime in the fall. Yeah.
Well, dude, I hope to see you back soon, and I hope you get the big Triple H 2002 comeback. Because why the hell not, right?
I'm gonna come back with a leather jacket, a plaid jacket, a jean jacket, a freaking snow jacket,
raincoat. Wear a raincoat, yeah, do it all.
I'm gonna look like the kid from freaking Christmas Story. Can't put my arms down because it's too.
Damn right, dude. You inspire me every day. Because look at this, man. I absolutely love it. Brian Cage, like the video, share it, subscribe. See you soon.